Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and today we're revisiting Meadows End. Now, a day or two ago they actually released a new song. However, this isn't a new song from a new album. This is a bonus track from the vinyl edition of The Grand Antiquation, an album that was released earlier this year. You might remember I did quite a few videos covering the singles of that album when it came out, or before it came out, should I say. And they announced like a day or two ago that they've released a new track, which is one of two bonus tracks that comes on the Grand Antiquation vinyl edition. And this track is called Disruption. There is another track called Conflagration, I believe it's called. Conflagration, I think it is. Yeah, but anyway, so they released this track, and of course, me being a huge fan of Meadows End, I had to listen to it. I had to have a look at it. Because I really enjoyed everything I've listened to of theirs at the moment. I was very honoured to be allowed to do reviews of the Grand Antiquation before it came out, so, I just had to have a look at this track. So, that's what we're doing. So, since I have covered them quite a few times before now, I think I've covered them about 4 or 5 times now. I've obviously spoken about the band before, so there's nothing to really say there. So we'll just jump in and have a listen to this track and see what we get. I do have some lyrics up here, which is awesome. So, yeah, let's just jump into it. So this is Disruption by Meadows End. Have a look. And there we go. That was Disruption by Meadows End. And that was like everything I heard off that album. It is just another fantastic piece of music. And it's very interesting the way they've done this, because you normally find, like, with bonus tracks, you always find them on things like special edition CDs or, like stuff like that. You very rarely see the vinyl being the one with the bonus disc, although vinyl is seemingly making quite a big comeback these days. And hearing this track actually makes me want to get the vinyl version of this album, because that is a fantastic piece of music, and if that's not on the CD version, then I'd actually like to have the extra tracks. But of course I don't have a record player, so buying vinyl would be all very well and good for the bonus tracks, but I don't have a way to actually listen to them. So but it was a fantastic piece of music. I absolutely loved everything I heard from this album when they first gave me Non-Dreaming Eye to listen to. I absolutely loved that track. I think I went absolutely mental for it when I did my reaction video for it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It had a silly video. It was a great piece of music. Just fantastic track. And this is no different. And the Grand Integration was released fairly near the beginning of the year, if I remember correctly. I can't remember exactly when it was, but it was fairly early on. And then this comes out, right near the end of the year, when they're releasing these vinyls. And, I liked the video for that song, actually. It seemed a bit strange, but it was a nice, simple video, just watching the record player. There was something something I liked about it. I don't know why. There was just something really good about it. And obviously you saw in the video, it was playing a red vinyl, and at the end it mentioned that you can get the Grand Antiquation in 3 different colours. There's the red vinyl, as you saw in the video, there's blue, and there's the standard traditional sort of black vinyl. And yeah, great track. And I'm not entirely certain, but the song seems to be talking about pretty much the state of the world at the moment, and the way that everything seems to be run by lies and fearmongers in its own way. The song opens up, festering gall striving for power and a system to conquer us all. Raging fear finds its way inside with whispers of doubt that's filling the weak with pride. Sundering the spineless souls, persuading all that disruption rules. A bed well made by forbearing failures, ignorant of what was to come. Raging fear finds its way inside, with whispers of doubt that's filling the weak with pride. Sundering the spineless souls, persuading all that disruption rules, blistering the mindless praise, assuring all that turmoil reigns. Ice-cold winds sweep all around now, stand fast, don't let them come and tear you down. There's actually very few lyrics to the song itself, but it's still such a great track. I mean, the actual opening line, festering gall striving for power and a system to conquer us all, that just describes the state of, like, governments and stuff all over the place. Festering gall, these people that have the audacity to behave the way they do. They're talking about, we're doing this, that, and the other for the people, whereas in fact they're actually doing it to line their own pockets. That they don't care about the lesser people, the people that are below them. All they care about is them and their friends. Striving for power and a system to conquer us all. That's all they're looking for. They want to have a position of power. They want to rule everything, and they want to have the final say about everything that goes on in everybody else's life. They can do whatever the hell they want, but they want to control everybody else through things like fear, lies, and stuff like that. And it carried on there. Raging fear finding its way inside with a whisper of doubt. That's what's filling the weak with pride. That they use fearmongering to try and control the people, to try and convince the people that their lies are the better lies to believe. like saying things about, this certain ethnic group, all of them are evil, and if they come into your country, they're going to rape, pillage, murder, etc. They're saying that all people are like this from that specific ethnic minority, whereas that's not true. There's maybe a small handful, and they don't represent the group as a whole. But they use that to try and they use that to make people scared, to worry people, to make them think, oh god, this person's going to do something bad, so I better believe in them. And that's just the way the world is at the moment. It's all running off lies, fear mongering, and corruption, and that seems to be what this is talking about. I mean, there's a line there that I really like: sundering the spineless souls, persuading all that disruption rules. Persuading everybody that the world at the moment is a much, much worse place than it actually is. It's a great, great line, and it's a great, great song. Very well performed again. And I actually really loved the way that song started off as well. It had that really sort of soft, beautiful acoustic sound, which came back at later points in the video. It just sounded really good the way it started. I wasn't expecting it, and it was fantastic. Absolutely brilliant piece of music. And there was that guitar solo sort of halfway through as well, which sounded amazing, which again brought back some of that acoustic sounding guitar. Just a fantastic piece of music. I really, really like that. Really good. Of course, I do very much enjoy the band, so I might be a little bit biased about it, but I think it is a fantastic piece of music. And I'd be interested to hear the other track, Conflict. I'm pretty sure it's called Conflagration. I can't remember exactly, but I'd like to hear that one as well. Yes. I can't think of much else to say about that. I could just keep rabbiting on about how great I think Meadows End are, but I'm not going to do that. So yeah, I'm going to leave that as it is for the time being. If anybody would like to suggest a track for me to react to, then please do so. By all means, you can drop a comment in the comment section below, or message me on my Facebook or my Instagram, or you could even message me through my Patreon, where you could also help to support this channel, help me to create future content, maybe even improve the quality of future content, and maybe fix my background or something like that. Because all these videos I make, I don't make a single penny off of them, because obviously I'm reacting to copyrighted content, so every piece of profit that any of these videos generate, it goes straight to the band that I'm talking about. Obviously it's great to support the music industry, but they play a small part within the video, and the rest of it is me talking about the music, and I don't see a single bit of it. So it's a little bit unfair in its own way, but I can kind of see where they're going with it. But yeah, if you want to make a suggestion, then please by all means do. Just know that if you do make a suggestion, it might take me a while to get to it, since I get suggested so many tracks every single day that my list grows faster than I can record the videos. But I do write down every suggestion I get, so it will get done eventually. It's just going to take me a while to get around to it. Also, Metalhead Reacts is a proud supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, a British-based charity whose main goal is to put an end to hate crimes, mainly those involving people of the alternative culture, people who listen to alternative music or wear alternative fashion. And something that I believe in very, very strongly, something I am very, very passionate about, because it's something that happens on a daily basis where people are getting severely hurt, but no one ever talks about it unless something really severely tragic happens. Every day all over the world, people are getting brutally beaten. They get physically attacked. There are, people are getting hospitalized because of the music that they listen to. People are getting beaten up by groups of people just because they listen to different kinds of music. I mean, just think about that for a moment, about how ridiculous that actually is. I mean, that's like beating someone up because they like mint choc chip ice cream and you like caramel choo choo or whatever. You know, it's absolutely nonsensical. I mean, the music that these people listen to has no impact on your life whatsoever. But they still feel the need to lash out at it. What is the point? What is the purpose? Well, I mean, what do you think? What do these people think they're going to accomplish by this? I mean, then you're not going to beat 32 flavours out of someone, and that person's suddenly going to turn around and listen to Lil Wayne or Wiz Khalifa or whoever it is and start wearing Burberry. You know, that's not going to happen. So, you know, what do you think is actually going to be accomplished by attacking this person in such a way? It doesn't accomplish anything. It just makes you, well, it just shows what an ignorant idiot you are. You know, beating someone up for their taste in music. It's like attacking someone because they like How I Met Your Mother instead of Friends. You know, it's stupid, it's ridiculous. You know, there's no point to it, but it happens all the time. And people are getting very, very badly hurt. You know, but it never, ever, ever gets spoken about unless a tragedy happens, like what happened to Sophie Lancaster. You know, Sophie Lancaster, Rob Melby, walking home, minding their own business, are jumped by a group of people, 5 or 6 people, and viciously beaten, viciously attacked. Both end up in a coma because, you know, these people, they had their heads stamped on, for crying out loud. You know, and Rob Melby thankfully survives. You know, about a week, roughly a week or so, he comes out of his coma. Sophie Lancaster in a coma for 13 days before she eventually dies because she was beaten so severely. This girl was murdered because of her taste in music and clothes. And, you know, this was all over the news for quite some time, and, you know, deservedly so. I mean, it is a horrible, horrible thing that happened. It was an absolute tragedy. It was disgusting that this happened. Yet, since that happened, I guarantee you, thousands of more people have been violently attacked in pretty much the same way, but just because nobody died, nobody said anything about it, because no tragedy occurred, nothing's been said about it. You know, people have probably been hospitalised, people have probably had bones broken because of attacks like this. But nothing's been said, no one talks about it, nothing gets reported on. Yet, you know, we hear news about the silliest, diddliest little thing these days. Like, you know, you hear, well, you hear news stories about really stupid, pathetic crap that is like inconsequential to everyday life, but you're not hearing about these people that are getting violently assaulted and hospitalised. You know, what's going on here? You know, and it needs to be spoken about more, and this is what the Sophie Lancaster Foundation is all about. They want to bring this to the forefront. They want more people to know that this is happening. You know, they want more people to talk about the fact that this is happening. You know, because they don't want to see another family go through what they went through. You know, they don't want to see another family have to sit at their child's bedside as they slowly die because a group of intolerant idiots have beaten them so severely. You know, they want people to know that, you know, if you're going to do something like this, there are consequences, and you will face those consequences. You can't just go around indiscriminately beating people up because they don't conform to what you consider societal norms. It is not acceptable. You know, and it's very, very important that this gets spoken about. Otherwise, it's just going to keep carrying on, and we can't allow that to happen. You know, no one should be physically or even verbally attacked just because they like different music. You know, everybody has the right to be an individual. If you'd like to find out more about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, there is a link to their website in the description below. You can go over there, find out what they're working on at the moment, find out what their goal is, because they can explain it a lot better than I can. And if you can help them out in any way, obviously don't feel obligated to, but if you can help them out in any small way, even if it's something like a small donation on their website, or even getting something like one of these Sophie wristbands from their web store, they've got a whole bunch of other merch as well. But even the smallest amount can make the biggest difference. And the sooner we bring more attention to this, the sooner we can help to stamp out prejudice, hatred, and intolerance everywhere. But I'm going to leave that as it is for the time being. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.